Hello everyone, I'm Raven, and welcome to Raven Comics. Today, we're diving into a story where roles seem to reverse, and madness takes a new direction. The Joker has changed. He's no longer the villain Gotham fears, but a sane man who wants to save the city, and to do so, he needs to destroy the Dark Knight. This is Batman, White Knight, Parts 1 and 2. We begin in Gotham City. This is Arkham Asylum. The Batmobile has just arrived. The question here is, who's driving the Batmobile? After pulling up to the gates, one of the guards is already waiting for the driver. He even offers to show him the way. The unknown figure replies that won't be necessary. He already knows the way. Then he asks, "How is the prisoner?" When we reach the cell, we get a huge surprise. The one locked up is Batman. The unknown figure says he's been very calm and hasn't said a word. Mr. Joker needs his help. Correction, Mr. Jack Napier needs his help. The Joker thing ended a long time ago. Weird, right? Why is Batman the one imprisoned in Arkham Asylum? And the Joker is the good guy now? Well, to understand that, we need to go back in time. 1 year earlier, the Joker was up to his usual tricks. You know, just the routine stuff between Batman and the Joker. It was showtime. The Joker races forward at full speed on a skateboard. As he continues, a drawbridge opens, because a ship is passing underneath. Batgirl is with Batman in the Batmobile, and she's worried about what might happen. In the end, the Batmobile crosses the raised bridge without issue. That was impressive. But now it's time for the next game. We're on the streets of Gotham. The Joker is escaping through the houses. Apparently, this version of Batman doesn't care much for civilians, because we see him driving over the rooftops in the Batmobile. Even Barbara points that out to him. Next stop, a street under construction. Workers are repairing the road. The Batmobile can't go through. Batman is about to crush one of the workers. Before that happens, Dick Grayson shows up just in time to rescue him. Nightwing tells Barbara that Batman's going too far. If he hadn't shown up, that man would be seriously injured. Barbara replies that she already talked to Batman, but he doesn't listen. Batman mentions that the Joker escaped toward the industrial district. They need to move fast to catch him. Barbara insists Batman is doing things the wrong way. Batman charges ahead and even throws a police officer aside. Barbara helps the officer, who gets angry. All he wanted was to help Batman by pointing out where the Joker went. In the distance, Joker's laughter echoes. He congratulates Batman on his performance. You know, the whole drawbridge stunt. If Batman ever did theater, Joker says he'd buy at least 2 tickets to see him perform. But he also has some constructive criticism. How could Batman drive through a construction site? He nearly killed a worker and then drove across rooftops, destroying people's homes. Batman tells him it wasn't an act. The Joker replies that it's been hard, but he's finally helping Batman break character. The Joker has always admired the nearly unbreakable persona of Batman. He's the only one who can challenge him. The Joker is both Batman's greatest villain and his biggest fan. That's what makes their relationship so special. They're the best pair Gotham has ever seen. Joker steps out of the shadows, about to land a strong punch. Outside, Nightwing asks a police officer what's inside the building. The officer says there are pills. Upon hearing this, Barbara and Dick rush off. Who knows what Joker's planning with those pills? Inside, Batman has already landed the first punch. The Joker says they're the best team there is. Batman has to admit it. Batman tells him to stop fooling himself. He says Joker calls them a team because it makes him feel special. But the truth is, Joker doesn't care about Batman, Gotham, or anything else. He cares about nothing. Those words hurt Joker more than any punch. But this is where they both become completely honest. It seems Batman still doesn't know what his enemy is capable of. The Joker could strike him at any moment and turn Gotham against him. Together, they've created a war zone in a city full of corruption. The only reason Gotham allows Batman to exist is because they're terrified of what the Joker might do. What Batman does in this city isn't justice. It's control. Joker is about to hit him, but Batman dodges. The Bat pins him down and punches him multiple times. Still, Joker keeps talking. He says Batman can't even build a family. His kids would be terrified of what their father really is. No matter what Batman does, this city will remain chaos as long as he's around. Gotham will fall apart, and Batman will be powerless to stop it. Hearing that, Batman loses control and hits Joker even harder. It's time Batman faces the truth. The greatest villain in Gotham isn't the Joker, it's Batman. Batman can't take it anymore and tells him to shut up. The Joker sees the truth of Gotham more clearly than any of them, but no one wants to admit it. To them, he's just a painted lunatic. They leave him no choice, so tonight, he'll show them what he's capable of with those pills. The Joker will make this city a better place, and in the end, he'll prove that Batman needs him. One of the bystanders was recording everything. Batman opens the bottle and forces Joker to swallow all the pills. Batman leaves, and we see the Joker, agonizing. The person who had been recording the events saves the video and also leaves. Everyone present is shocked by what just happened. As expected, the media has started to talk about it. Is it really necessary for Batman to keep watching over this city? After seeing the footage, many believe the Bat should no longer be allowed to terrorize them. At a hospital, Harvey Bullock comments that Batman is a maniac, and people are finally starting to see it. Of course, there are still some who support the Bat. Renee Montoya is one of them. The two detectives argue about their beliefs. Barbara has come to visit the Joker and asks how he's doing. Gordon says he's stable, but it's very likely he'll be sent back to Arkham once he recovers. For now, he doesn't know what the effect of those pills will be. Mr. Napier will recover from this, that's for sure. But to be honest, that's not what worries Commissioner Gordon the most. At Wayne Manor, Grayson tells Bruce he's losing control. Everyone is worried about him. Bruce is analyzing the compound in Joker's pills. It looks like he's just discovered what's inside them. He asks the two to follow him into one of his secret passages. Once they reach the bottom, we're hit with a shocking reveal. Alfred is in a coma, he's dying. It's been a month since it happened. Bruce has been using Mr. Freeze's technology to keep him alive. Barbara asks why he didn't tell them sooner. Bruce says he didn't want them to see him like this. Back at Joker's cell, time has passed, and he's regained consciousness. Batman watches him from outside. When Joker was young, he loved Gotham City. He felt the city was the center of the universe. But it was all a lie. Gotham was more boring than being stuck on a farm. So, he wanted to make it laugh. That's why he became a comedian. A terrible one at that. Then he realized Gotham didn't need laughter. It needed a wake-up call. Not through jokes, but through something stronger, fear. So that's what he became. He became the fear Gotham needed. The rest is history. Their relationship has always been one of love and hate. But that ends now. After all this time, he's realized just how wrong he was. Now, only one question remains. What happened between the two of them to make it come to this? Did Batman change, or did Joker never really know him at all? Elsewhere, Gordon is speaking with the governor. The commissioner defends the Joker and believes he should be released from prison. The governor strongly disagrees. A woman enters the office carrying a report. Mr. Napier is in perfect physical health. He even underwent plastic surgery to improve his appearance. Physically, he's fine, but his mental health is the real concern. Joker is in excellent mental condition. There will be no more laughs, no more smiles, no more makeup. The Joker is gone, and that's what worries the woman. It appears the pills cured him. He even passed an IQ test, with genius-level scores. At this very moment, he's in Arkham Asylum's library. Gordon asks, what is he doing in there? The woman tells him, he's working on his legal case. He's looking for a way to press charges against the police, Batman, and the city. Given Joker's new mental capacity, everyone should be worried. Gordon and the mayor will do everything they can to prevent that from happening. Otherwise, they could be in serious trouble. It's time to have a face-to-face conversation with Jack Napier. The conversation begins. He no longer wants to be called Joker. From now on, he is Mr. Napier. Gordon tries to negotiate with him to avoid a lawsuit. But nothing Gordon offers is enough. Joker removes his handcuffs and lays out his demands. What he wants is simple. Batman has been terrorizing this city. He hurts people just to achieve his goals. That was proven in their most recent confrontation. He breaks public laws and destroys property. In short, Batman is a danger to this city and must pay for his crimes. Mr. Napier loves Gotham City. And now it's time to make up for the terrible things he once did. This city doesn't need the Joker or the Dark Knight. What it needs is a White Knight. And Mr. Napier will become that new knight. Later, Joker appears in court. Now that he's a changed man, he delivers a speech to plead for his freedom. Will they really overlook all his past crimes? His name was the Joker. The hair, the makeup, and the laugh are all gone. The police had never seen anything like this before. They even called him an incurable killer, a psychopath who should be locked away forever. They didn't just call him a criminal, they called him a supercriminal. But all of that is a lie. It's true that he started out as a criminal, but he never killed anyone. When he was arrested, the police never presented any evidence of violent crimes. They just manipulated the paperwork so they could label him a supercriminal. When he was a kid and arrived in Gotham City, he tried to join the city committee. Unfortunately, he ruined his chances when he robbed a bank. He served 10 years in prison for that crime, and when the sentence ended, they refused to release him. To the authorities, he wasn't a criminal. He was an excuse. His unstable reputation and mental condition made him the perfect candidate for their plan. Reports claimed he was receiving medication and therapy, but in reality, they were making him worse. In the end, they turned him into their worst nightmare. Every time the city's finance auditors questioned the spending, the authorities would let the Joker loose again. This would reignite fear, and people would forget about what the higher-ups were stealing. Little by little, it became a pattern. In the end, Joker was created by Arkham Asylum. He's not the only victim. There are more people in Gotham with special needs. For years, he accepted the city's deal to play the role of the Joker. But he can't take the corruption anymore. In recent weeks, he has presented enough evidence to prove his innocence. The court must not allow the image of the Joker to overshadow that of Napier. Doctors have stated he suffers from no illness. It's time to be free and to reclaim the love of Gotham City. The hearing is over. Public opinion is divided. Some believe Joker's words are unacceptable and that he must remain locked up for life. Others say Napier was used so the authorities could keep stealing. We even see protests in the streets. Hours go by, and the Joker has been released. The first thing he does is go home. When he arrives, he finds Harley Quinn. Harley tells him he looks awful without makeup. She pulls out her lipstick and is about to apply it to him. Joker tries to avoid it, but Harley persists. After a few words, she stops. Joker only came to talk. First of all, he apologizes. Since the beginning of their relationship years ago, Joker has done nothing but hurt her. Harley doesn't care, because the pain is her favorite part of their relationship. Jack tells her it doesn't have to be that way. All this time, he's been obsessed with Batman, and Harley was caught in the middle. What he's about to say is no joke. From now on, the Bat will no longer be in their way. Jack pulls out a ring and tells her he wants to give her the version of him she always dreamed of. Harley laughs. She says it's a nice try. He may have fooled the court, but he won't fool her. Jack insists that he's serious. In response, Harley punches him hard. She can't believe the Joker is saying these things to her. Besides, if he thinks she'll marry him, he's completely lost it. Jack needs to put on some makeup and go back to robbing again. Joker tries to take one of his pills, but Harley stops him. Someone else enters. She takes the ring and kicks the fake Harley hard. It turns out this was a fake Harley, and the real Harley is the one who accepts the proposal. The fake Harley asks, "What are you doing here? You were supposed to be gone." The real Harley replies, "I'm back." We learn that they are sisters, and the real Harley was in love with the Joker. When she left, her sister took her place. Now, the real Harley is here to take her puddin' back. Meanwhile, in another location, we see Mr. Freeze. Before him stands his beloved, inside the cryogenic chamber. This place turns out to be one of Batman's secret Batcaves. Remember, Alfred is dying, and Batman is working with Mr. Freeze to find a cure. Both of them agreed to work together, since they would both benefit. It's time to begin the tests. Some lab rats are placed inside a container. Victor gives the signal, and Bruce begins to fill the container with a liquid. Everything indicates the antidote is ready. The rats survive the test. Mr. Freeze doesn't want to waste any more time and prepares to use the antidote. Bruce tells him they need more observation time to rule out any side effects. Victor refuses. He admits Bruce has been a great help, but he needs to save his wife now. Obviously, Batman won't let him go through with it. But before he can stop him, something begins to happen to Mr. Freeze. Bruce rushes to help him and removes his helmet. Victor's appearance begins to change drastically. He feels an overwhelming heat in his body. Barbara comments that due to his old age, he won't survive. But that's not all. The rats also died. It seems, in the end, they didn't manage to find a cure for McGregor's syndrome. Even if Nora is still alive, there's no way Batman and the others can save her. We return to Jack and Harley. After so long, they're finally together in their sweet home. Harley reminds him that she's a psychologist. and she can tell his mind still isn't completely right. If it were, he wouldn't need to be taking those pills. Jack admits that the Joker is still inside him. Inside, a battle is being fought, one where Joker wants him to lose. Jack asks her what happened between them. Why did she leave? Harley reminds him of the facts. It all started that day in Arkham Asylum. She was his doctor, and she fell for him instantly. They escaped together. The crazy things they did were unforgettable. Unfortunately, their love was corrupted by his obsession with Batman. The Joker no longer acted for fun. He did it to get the Bat's attention. That's what ultimately destroyed their relationship. It seemed like Joker wanted to be with Batman more than he wanted to be with her. One day, Harley came home and found him with a Robin. Joker was about to kill him, and Harley ran to stop it. That Robin's name was Jason Todd. And the reason Joker wanted to kill him was because he hoped to find out Batman's true identity. Harley got there just in time to stop it. Over time, she realized the man she loved was no longer inside. All that remained was the Joker. Harley decided to give up her pudding. In an effort to help him, Harley called Batman. She told him where to find Joker, on the condition that he would help him. Unfortunately, when she came back, Robin was already gone. He probably died that night. After what happened, Batman was about to kill him. Harley spoke with Batman, and he agreed to send him to Arkham Asylum so he could receive medical attention. Batman hoped that eventually, Jason would show up and tell his side of the story, but he never came. Jack asks her if she's saying that the Joker killed Robin. Harley tells him only he knows the truth. But Jack doesn't remember anything. What he does know is that they need to save Gotham City. Is it necessary to start a rebellion with Batman's villains? Maybe they can show the damage the Joker caused. If they do, the corruption will be exposed. This city will be cleaner than ever. And with that, Jack Napier and Harley can finally be together. The next day, we head to a party. The guests thank Bruce Wayne for his donations to various foundations. Inside the ballroom, the big screens show Jack Napier and Harley. Jack says that corruption is severely affecting the city. If they eliminate that corruption, they won't need donations anymore. A reporter asks him about Batman. Jack responds that Batman is just a pit bull, and that 1% of his actions only help protect small businesses. These words deeply anger Bruce. One of the guests says that Batman is the one who feeds Gotham's crime, that he's actually responsible for the crime war. Bruce loses control and punches the man hard. The worst part? Everyone at the party witnessed it. Elsewhere, Jack Napier puts his plan to gather the villains into motion. He uses the hatred they all feel toward the Bat, though he's also aware that none of them like him either. Two-Face refuses to work as a team. Jack tells him that if they join forces, Batman and the police won't stand a chance against them. It's a major gathering of villains. Almost everyone is here. Mad Hatter shows up and hands Jack a hat. This hat has a device that will allow them to fully control Clayface. That way, they can use him as a kind of weapon. Harley asks if Clayface will even survive that. Jack has no idea, so he activates the device and gives him his first command. If you feel pain, turn into dust. It seems they might be able to use this method to control all the villains. Harley pours some of the dust into tequila, and everyone drinks it. Jack can't use the device on each villain individually, so they'll use Clayface as a conduit. And it seems to work. Everyone is now under their command, and Jack Napier now has an army of villains at his feet. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TJ Prime, and see you in the next video.